Even before meeting him, I knew where my path was going, through a preceptor. Because after starting this heartfulness way of practice, sometime in August of 1976, it was only almost 9 months later that during vacation time I had the opportunity of going to visit him. And the person who started me on the journey was a simple lady, very simple housewife, and she changed my life actually. She used to ask me, "Why do you want to meditate?" She was very surprised as a young man. In those days, most people who were meditating were old folks, 60 plus. So when we approached, my friend took me there. "Why do you want to meditate?" I told her, "I want to become like Swami Vivekananda or Buddha," things like that. "Oh, so you don't want to marry?" I said, "No, I am not going to marry ever." So then she says, quoting Babuji, "God was not a fool to create two sexes if one was enough." And then she says, "So you still want to become sannyasi?" I said, "Yes, I would like to." And then she said, "Do you think God is lost, that you are in search of God? You search for something which is lost. It's not God who is lost." So this simple lady was sounding very complex to me now. See? But after all these heavy duty discussions, she says, "Now let's meditate." I said, "Okay." She told me how to meditate, just this much. Close your eyes and think of divine presence in your heart, and my Babuji will work on you. That's all. And moment she says, "Please begin," I was gone. Completely gone. I didn't exist there. Even the idea that I was sitting there was also not there. Zapped. And as towards the end, consciousness was somehow retracting. There I saw a golden glow all around me and within me, with the hands, left hand raised of Ramakrishna Paramahansa. That's why I could see only the hand and in blessings. And that's when I found that, yes, now I have my Guru now. He's saying, "Now this is your Guru." So I fell in love with that old man now, say Babuji, and never stopped after that. Well, day after day we used to meditate and practice the entire package of this practice. Morning is different, evening is different, night time is different, see. And we would visit preceptors. In fact, myself and my friends from pharmacy college, we used to visit our preceptor almost every day. But someone or the other wanted to start, so I used to carry them. There's a trainer who walks you through meditation, trains you how to meditate and follow other practices. And then we would also have group meditations and then individual session almost every day. Though it's not required to have individual sessions with the preceptors on a daily basis. Once a week is enough. But we were so crazy, some of us boys. We would trouble our preceptor almost every day. And those days, we didn't have phones. On phones, if you call someone, they say, "Don't come."
Yes. Yes, I remember.
So, but we would just go there. So how can you say no? And we would meditate. And we were living in hostel boardings. So whenever we visited, of course, we were treated with some nice breakfast and coffees and all that. So what else, the bachelor needs. So that was the side thing. But my first visit to Babuji, my Guruji, he spoke not even a single word while I was there. We meditated together. During that visit, I met him only thrice, only 3 times, over 4 days. And on the last evening, around 9 o'clock, I visited with my friend, saying goodbye to him, that now we are going back to Ahmedabad. And out of respect, just as that camera stand is there, he was seated there and we would sit very far. But he was surrounded by some elders of the neighborhood, so we didn't want to disturb them, so we sat very far. He tells one of the elderly persons, go tell that young boy, me, that whichever medicine he's taking, he should take it with butter. And that caught my attention in a very, very exciting way. How does he know that I'm taking medicine? At that time, I had this barber's itch, because of unhygienic razor they use in the
Right.
barber shop, you get fungal infection. So I was going crazy with itching. So I used to take griseofulvin. That those times it was the only drug of choice. There was no other drugs. Many years later, when I came to United States, and I used to put stickers on the bottles,
Yeah.
when you receive pharmacy prescription bottles, they sometimes put stickers.
Mhm.
Take with food or take it on empty stomach, things like
Right.
that. Then my pharmacist used to tell me, whenever there is a prescription for griseofulvin, take it with butter. Then I realized why that old man told me to take it with butter. Because when you take this medicine without butter, hardly 10% goes into your bloodstream. Taking it with toast with butter, almost 80% absorption will be there into your bloodstream. Only after a few years I could understand his wisdom. But since he told that elderly person that could tell that boy, the medicine he's taking, take it with the butter. So it's if I implemented immediately out of obedience, but the admiration came only 2-3 years later. The wisdom behind it, his foresight, his intuition behind it. How did he know I was on griseofulvin? And how the illiterate person knows why to take it with butter? I was studying pharmacy. I did not know even then that griseofulvin is to be taken with butter. So masters can really trick you in many ways.